Hello guys, welcome to Staad tutorial. In this session, we will be discussing design of an RCC building with the help of a mirror command and especially symmetrical building. So as you can see in the figure, the building is symmetrical of this part. So with the help of a mirror command in Staad Pro, we will design all the four parts. So let us do it. Initially start Staad Pro, select new project, select space, give some name. Let the units be meter and kilonewton. Select add beam. Now for RCC building, the easiest method we use is run structural wizard. So go to geometry, select run structural wizard, select frame models, then select bay frame. So as per our figure, the length is 8.25 meters and width is 6.6 meters. So length is 8.25 meters. Number of partitions will be 4. As you can see, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4, and each of them are of different lengths. .35 first one, the second one is 1.05, third one is 1.35, fourth one is 2.5, and next coming to height, it's 3 meters. Number of base will be 1, width is 6.6 meters. As you can see, 3.4 plus 3.2, number of base will be 2, one will be 3.4, other one will be 3.2. Select OK, select apply. Now transfer this model to main Staad Pro screen. So now as for our figure, you can see there are these extra beams and also columns. So as per our figure, there is a beam at a distance of 4.2 meters plus 0.15 meter, which will be from mid to mid distance. For at a distance of 4.35, there is another beam. So we select top view, select the end beam. You can switch off the grid. Select the end beam, select right click, select copy, give right click, select paste beam, and as you can see, the direction goes in negative x direction. So we give minus 4.35 meters. Yeah, you can delete this and also this and also this one. Now as per our figure, this beam is at a distance of 1.5 plus 0.15 meters from this beam. So you copy this beam and paste at a distance of 1.6 meters, 65 meters. Copy, select paste beams, give minus 1.65 meters. There you go. So now you can go to 3D view. Well, as per our figure, there is a column here and there is one here. There is no column here, so we delete this column. Then there is a column here and here. Well, coming to second line, there is a column here and there is here, but there is no column this. There is no column here, so just delete it. And also this column also does not exist. Next, coming to the last beam line, there are only two columns, and you can see at this node there should be a column. So we select this column, give right click, select copy, select paste beams in X direction at a distance of minus 4.35. Select OK. So now that you have your column, you can delete other columns. Well, once you have done that, you need to merge these beams or they will be divided into separate beams being a single beam. So the next step will be merging the beams. So you select all the beams of one beam, go to geometry, select merge selected members. Now with the other one, merge selected members. Similarly, you could do it here or else here, but we'll leave it. Now coming to next situation, well, we'll be needing to assign them a property. Select define, give rectangle point 3 by 0.25 meters, select add close, select the entire structure, assign to the entire structure. You can view the 3D view by going into 3D rendering. Well, as per our figure, we are missing one thing. There is this beam at a distance of 2.15 plus 0.15 will be 2.3 at a distance of 2.3 in Z direction. So we select these beams, select copy, select paste. Then in Z direction, and it is in positive Z direction, so you select just 2.3, select OK. So you have got your beams. Now we do not have a beam here, so we delete this beam. Now that we can see, there is our structure but you need to assign sizes to those two beams. However, since they are copied, the sizes are already assigned, as you can see. So now going to support, select create support, fixed support, add, select support, go to front view, assign to bottom nodes. Well, once the supports are assigned, you can give right click, go to structural diagrams, select sections outline, select apply. Okay, now go to top view. Well, you can see there is our column. See, this is outer boundary is our column, but as per our figure, all the columns are in same direction, but as per our figure, these two columns need to vary. So we go to property, select beta angle, select create beta angle, give 90 degrees, select OK, select beta 90, and using beam cursor, select those two columns and then assign to those columns. Well, now you give right click, go to structural diagrams, select sections outline, select apply, select OK. Now that you can see the column has changed direction when compared to the other columns. So once this part is completed, we can go to mirroring this other part. So you just select shift plus n to get the node numbers, and we need the mirror command on whatever node you require 10, 20 or 30. So we select the entire structure except these two beams, go to geometry, select mirror. So coming to the plane, we need in this plane, which will be YZ plane, this plane we need it on the other side, so it will be YZ plane. If you need it on this side, it will be XY plane, and if you need it on the upper side, it will be XZ plane. So YZ plane, and the node on plane will be 10 or 20 or 30. So we'll select 10, select OK. So you can see in this way the mirror command helps in forming the other part. Well, since we have finished one part, now coming to other part, we need to mirror this entire structure on the other side. Before that, we need to draw a beam and a staircase beams. Only half of it will be required, since the other half will be mirrored. So go to 3D view. Well, you can see in our figure if the entrance is inside, then there will be a mid beam at this spot and a beam at full length 3 meters at this spot. So walking will be from this side, and you will go to this side and you will enter first floor in this way. So let us assume that the entrance is inside, so we'll have a mid beam here. So select this node, select copy, select paste node. You can see the direction is in negative y direction and we need it at a 1.5 meters distance. Since the total distance is 3 meters, we need it at the midpoint. So a node is created. You need to select this node and select copy. Well, in diagram you can see the distance is 2.4 meters, so half of it will be 1.2 meter. So you select paste node and the direction will be z direction, positive z direction. Distance will be 1.2 meters. Select OK. Now that you have created two nodes, you can create a beam by going to geometry, selecting add beam, points to point, or else you can go give right click and select OK. You go to geometry, select add beam point to point. You just select those two node points. Well, a mid beam will be created here and we need a mid beam one more here to support the other side of the staircase. So let us see. Since this distance is not mentioned, we'll be taking similar to this distance. We'll be taking 2.6 meters. So we just select this node, select copy, select paste. Direction will be in positive x direction at a distance of 2.6 meters. Select OK. Now that your node has been created, you select this node, select copy, select again paste node. It will be in z direction at a distance of 1.2 meters. Select OK. Now use add a beam between point to point by selecting those 2 points. Well, there is one more beam here. And as per our figure, there are no beams here, so we just select them and delete them. Same on the other side. We should have noticed. Now it's okay. So the distance is 4.1 meter from the other end. So we select this node, select copy, select paste, direction will be negative x direction at a distance of 4.1 meters. Now that a node has been created, you can select copy, select paste node in z direction will be 1.2 meters. Select OK. Now you select add beam point to point, you select those two node points. Now that you have added those beams, you select those beams, then select assign to selected beams. Now you can view in 3D rendering. So once this part is over, now you need just to mirror the whole part on the XY plane. So we just remember these nodes 66, 64 and 62. So we select the entire structure, go to geometry, select mirror, select XY plane, select the node on plane which will be 66, select OK. See, with the help of mirror command, the entire structure is created. Select 3D rendering in this way. So this will be staircase, one side will come up, second side will go up. In this way, mirror command can also be used to design symmetrical RCC buildings, and the later part will be the same, adding loads, case details, different types of loads, dead loads, live loads, and earthquake load or live load, and then going to design tab, giving parameters, then designing beam and column, then analyzing, then checking for bending moments, other requirements. So the mirror command is used in this way. This will be the end of the session. Thank you.